no doubt.
Okay.
No question about it.
All right.
Hi.
Hi, how are you?
Ready? Recording and everything?
Yep.
Yeah.
That was the other day.
All right, I'd like to call this meeting to order. Today is January 10th, 2024 at 0903 hours. Does anybody have any changes to the agenda?
Oh, just the location.
The location?
Yeah, location.
Okay.
I got it.
Okay.
Cool. Good
Sorry.
catch.
Came close, sorry.
Any other changes? No? Good. I'll have a quick one today. All right, I'd entertain a motion to approve today's agenda.
I'll make that motion.
Second.
All right, all those in favor of approving the agenda?
Aye.
All right.
Aye.
Aye.
Okay. All right, director reports. Does anybody have any reports?
The only thing I'll just kind of bring up is that, sorry, I know I've been spamming you guys with this, but emergency management is doing snack and chats. That's open to all partners, whether that's a Lake County employee or whether that's a partner of emergency management. So Chief Daly had his crew and came yesterday, and I hope you guys found it valuable.
Very much so. Yeah.
But just kind of talking about what emergency management can bring to the table, how it can support our first responders, and just learning a little bit more about what we do. So that's open to anyone that's interested, especially in this group.
Cool. Thanks. When's your next one?
Next Friday,
Okay.
the 12th at 9 a.m. Yeah, 12th at 9 a.m.
Okay, we'll try to get there for that one.
Yeah. And if dispatch wants to chime in virtually or something, I can definitely set that up.
Okay, Friday the 12th.
Yeah, and there's 2 more after that. I'll send you over the flyer.
I think I have it, I can find it. I'm seeing when.
Thank
I
you
might
for
have to
doing
spread
this,
mine
Claire.
out. for this.
I think it's very valuable. You know, on our side of things, it's really important to understand what you do and, you know, that support mechanism, for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was good.
You missed my history lecture though. I mean, that was the
In
most
the
boring part.
beginning?
Yeah.
Oh, did I?
That's okay. That's the most boring part.
I like the history.
I'm
Curious about all that.
I like history.
Yeah, so they'll be every week through January. So if dispatch wants a virtual option, I can definitely set that up for sure.
Okay, or I might be spread out for a couple days.
Yeah, totally fine. Cool. That's all I have.
Cool. Jeremiah?
Not for me.
Cool. I think everything I have we'll discuss later. But anything for you?
We were cleared to purchase a new Type 6 engine, so we'll have that in our queue for dispatch. And it'll probably be engine 601, and that'll come, we're hoping for March, because it's already in process, but you know, it's probably gonna be more like May or June. So.
Okay, do you mind just following up when we get them, and I can get them put in ether? Or maybe Motorola, I don't know.
Yeah.
One of them.
Okay.
Cool. Dan Breyer, you have anything? Any reports?
I got nothing.
Okay, cool. Thanks for being here today. All right, I'll move on to public comment. I don't think we have Lori online and a couple in the room. Anybody who wishes to make a public comment, now's your time. Lori, do you have anything?
Nope, I do not have anything.
Cool. Thanks for coming today.
Yep.
All right. All right, we'll go ahead and move on to our agenda items for new business. We have a short list today, mainly just to approve the budget. So let me just pull that up real quick. All right, so first item A is an update on supplemental request to the Lake County Board of County Commissioners for new Motorola equipment. Claire, you wanna kick that off a little bit?
Yeah. So yesterday, the Board of County Commissioners finished their budget adoption for fiscal year 2024. That included an approval of our supplemental request to them for the purchase and acquisition of the Motorola equipment that we've been kind of talking through. So they will be funding that. Motorola did extend our deadline for the contract discount to get that $80,000 off until January 26th. So since the BOCC is purchasing this equipment, that opened up the doors that we were hoping that we could follow their procurement policies, utilize Chris Floyd for contract reviews, and all those kind of little nitty-gritty things we're still establishing. So Chris Floyd has reviewed that contract. Sheriff Speckman and I sent it off to Motorola a few days ago. It's with their legal team. They are in contact with Chris, so if there's issues that need to be discussed, they can work through that. And then hopefully we'll have that contract done, or not say hopefully, I'm feeling pretty good that we'll have that done by January 26th and be able to move forward with that purchase.
So, are we gonna purchase it by the 26th and then we'll start implementing it, or is there like a?
I don't have the exact timeline on how, like, actually getting physical stuff in place quite yet. The 26th was just the deadline for that $80,000 discount that they're offering. And I'd say with that extension, we're pretty well ahead of the game from the contract signing standpoint and legal review. So that's just the one thing that's pending on getting it signed.
Yeah.
And then we're underway with scheduling, bringing all that stuff on and whatever that transition looks like. So a lot of questions will come out of that process. But right now we're just trying to secure that discount at this point.
Yeah, usually it's once the contract signs, like a little while later, their implementation crew will contact you for all that sort of stuff, so it's always afterwards.
Yeah. And yeah, I don't have any other comments on the supplemental request. Lori, do you have any questions on it? All right, we'll move on. Okay. All right, last item is the discussion and adoption of resolution 2024-1, budget adoption for fiscal year 2024. So we've already had quite a bit of discussion on this, and we've been working on it a lot. We do recognize that this is a transitional year and that we have things that we'll have to continue to work through 2024. But considering the amount of time we've had to work with, I'm very pleased with this product that we've been able to produce. You know, a lot of thought and effort went into it from every angle possible. And the reason why we waited for today was so we can get the supplemental request approved yesterday for the purchase of the new dispatch equipment and software. And which has been included. So I know we've already had budget approval meetings. We have the resolution ready to be read into place now. But if there's any further discussion, we can start off with that.
Do you want me to talk about some of the changes?
Yeah.
Yeah, so there were, some things that, we've been working through, so I do apologize, for the errors that were made. That was just a bad oversight on my part. But one is, the resolution today. We do need to have a resolution that will go to the county, and the county will submit everything to DOLA on our behalf, which is really nice because they'll kind of fill in some of the filing requirements that DOLA has. The main changes to the budget, one is going to be that professional service line. You can see kind of an increase in there. Basically what happened is that somehow during the process, the transactions that were coming out of the E911 fund in 2023 fell off. So they were included and they got removed. So those were added back in. The biggest one being the Everbridge contract at $9,700. And then $800 for the CenturyLink and the PO box, which is like $80. Other than that, the line items were just kind of cleaned up a little bit. So I talked with Stephanie McBride, who's a policy advisor to the county government, and just on how we needed to have things sorted out. Since we are pulling out of the fund for the Motorola purchase. We do not need to include that line item anywhere, so that was removed from the revenue section on top. And it's just kind of reflected in the fund balance below. Other than that, since the county is purchasing Motorola, that 138 is included with the transfer to the general fund, along with our $15,000 payment for reimbursement for services like HR, finance, IT, those type of items. And then also below, capital improvement, that 150, looking into the long-range plans for 2028, reflects the Motorola update we'll go through. And then equipment maintenance specifically for Motorola throughout the year, starting in 2025. So those were kind of just some of the changes I wanted to highlight. Again, I apologize for my oversight, but I'm happy to answer any questions.
What was the percentage increase every year that was budgeted again?
We do
I think it was 2%.
2%.
Yeah, we did 2%.
Can I see the very bottom of that again?
And this number, the start of year fund balance was changed to reflect the latest statement that the treasurer's office sent over.
Yeah, any other questions or comments? Okay. Claire, the one thing I wasn't sure on, do we need to go through a vote, or is just signing the resolution, reading it, signing it is?
We do need to vote on it.
Yeah, we need to vote, and then it's to be read, and
then signed.
signed.
Okay, gotcha. All right, well,
Read and then vote and signed,
Yeah.
whatever.
sounds good. Well then, no further discussion or questions, I would entertain a motion. Yeah, go ahead.
Dan, do you have any questions on the budget, or Lori?
I don't. I've been going over it the last couple days and reconciling it like with our budget, and everything looks copacetic.
All right, hearing no further comments, I'll entertain a motion to approve resolution number 2024-01, resolution of the Lake County E911 Authority of Lake County, Colorado. Budget adoption and resolution for the fiscal year 2024.
I'll make the motion to approve this resolution.
Second.
All right.
What?
Oh, I was gonna suggest that you make the motion, because you can check the box from all your hard work.
Right, I stole the glory. All right, all those in favor of approving the budget?
Aye.
All right,
Aye.
okay, so read it in. Resolution number 2024-01, resolution of the Lake County E911 Authority of Lake County, Colorado, budget adoption and resolution for the fiscal year 2024. Be it resolved that the various sums as set forth in the budget marked and identified as Exhibit A, Lake County E911 Authority 2024 final budget, be and the same hereby are appointed to various funds for the purpose stated herein, and such budget is adopted, passed and adopted at meeting of the Lake County E911 Authority Board of Directors this 10th day of January 2024.
And Chief Breyer, if I scan this resolution to you, would you be able to sign it and send it back to me?
Yeah.
Cool, thank you. If you could sign in blue ink, that seems to be the thing.
Special request.
He's like, yeah, signing in black. It's Wednesday, it's gonna be pink.
Well, all right, anything else? All right, our next meeting will be February 1st, 2024 at 1 p.m. here in the same room at 505 Harrison Avenue. So we can adjourn the meeting at 09:17 hours.
Easy.
Easy.
Wow, that's the shortest meeting I've had in a very long time.
Yeah, purpose built. Anyway,
Yeah.
clear intentions today. All right, thanks, Lori, Dan, Chelsea, Paula, I appreciate you guys coming.
Yeah,